Hey guys, Carson here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect your electronic drum set to EZDrummer. Here's what you're going to need. A computer, a drum module, an audio interface, EZDrummer2, a MIDI cable, and a pair of headphones. Let's start by connecting your audio interface to your computer via USB cable. Next, we're going to take our MIDI cable and connect one end to the MIDI input on the audio interface and connect the other end to the MIDI out of your drum module. And lastly, don't forget to plug your headphones into your audio interface. Alright, so once you've connected your drums to your audio interface, you're going to want to open up EZDrummer2. Now, once it's loaded, you can go to Settings, Audio MIDI Setup, and you're going to want to go to Audio Device. You want the device type to be ASIO, because that's likely what your audio interface is going to be. So select that. For the ASIO device, you're going to want to make sure you select the device you're actually using. I have a few more here because I've done some experimenting with some other things, so they're just there. I'm using the Focusrite USB ASIO device, so I'm going to select that. Then you are going to hit Apply. And next you're going to click on the ASIO control, and it's going to bring up the control panel for your audio interface device. Now here you can switch the sample rate and the buffer size. 44.1 is basically the standard. It's also the lowest one you can choose. So the higher you go, the higher quality it'll be, but 44.1 is the standard. And the buffer size, I like to start with a 128 and kind of just go lower to see how, so the lower you go, the less latency you're going to experience, and the latency is basically the time between whenever you hit your drum and when you hear the sound. So I find that 128 is a good spot for my setup, and the lower you go, the more work your audio interface has to do, so you may experience a lower quality sound or pops and scratches. It's something you can just kind of play with, honestly. So, you know, start at 128 or 256 and go from there. So next we're just going to hit Apply, and you should see some numbers appear here, and we're going to move on to the out channels. So this is just where the audio is going, and I have mine routed this way. And we're going to go to MIDI device. Make sure you have a checkbox checked for the device that you're using. I'm using the Focusrite USB MIDI, so I have that checked. And for MIDI channel, you're going to want to make sure this says Any. Hit OK. Next, we're going to go to the menu button in the top right-hand corner. We're going to go to Settings, EDrums, and you should see two settings here. You have MIDI mapping and hi-hat pedal correction. For MIDI mapping, you're going to want to select the brand of drum module that you're using. If you don't see it here, you can hit one of these generic ones and kind of just test it out and see if it works. This is going to kind of give you a preset and maybe the best starting point for your set. I have a TD-17 by Roland, so I'm just going to select Roland. And hi-hat pedal correction, you have some options here. You have different curves. So this kind of just depends on how opened or closed your hi-hat is and how you have it set. It may not matter. I keep mine on default, and I adjust it a little bit differently within my actual module. I'm just going to leave it like that because that's how I like it. I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so once you've got everything set up correctly, you should be able to start drumming. Let's check it out.